Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial video, which is all about the making of this beautiful maxi gown with straps. This is a gown that's perfect for the weather that we are in currently right now. So if you're interested in learning how to make this gown, keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, for the making of the gown, I'm just going to be using this pattern paper you are seeing on the table right now to illustrate how you are going to cut it out. You know, it's a very long gown and it is kind of big, so there's no way I'll be able to cut it on my table. So I'm just going to be illustrating to you guys how you are supposed to cut it out when you are cutting on your fabric. The first thing you're going to do is to rule a line here, which is going to serve as the starting line. After ruling that line, now I'm going to take all the other horizontal measurements, but remember that it has a strap, okay? It has straps, so I'm going to be taking away 5 inches, which is going to be for the straps. So I will place my 5 inches on the starting line, then I will measure to the bust point. Then I will measure all the way to the hip line. So I'm supposed to take the full length of the gown now, but unfortunately I already told you guys that this pattern paper is for illustration. So the full length of the gown is 59 inches, and you can see that obviously my pattern paper is not up to 59 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead to make use of what I have now to illustrate to you guys. So I'll just be making use of the hem of the pattern paper as the full length. So just go ahead and connect your lines. So that's the bust point, here is the hip line, and here let's say is the full length of the gown. Then after you are done ruling those lines, now on the starting line you're going to take your neck width. So I placed my tape on my chest and I wanted the neck to be as wide as 8 inches. So I'm going to be taking 8 inches divided by 2, which is going to be 4 inches for my neck width. Then I will add extra half inch to it for the sewing allowance. Okay, now I'm going to take the armhole depth. So from this starting line I'll be coming down by 3.5 inches for the armhole depth. So if you don't want it to be too wide, you can use 3 inches for yours. So I just marked 3.5 inches. Then I'm going to use my French curve to connect from the second point to meet this mark that I came down by to create the armhole for the dress. You can see what I have now. Then after you are done doing that, now the next thing will be to take the round body measurement. So on this line here, you're just going to measure your round bust measurement divided by 4. From that mark, I'll be adding extra 1.5 inches to it, which is going to be for the ease and also for the sewing allowance. I'm just going to label this line the bust point, this other one is the hip line, and let's say for example we assume that this other last line is the full length of the gown. Now on the hip line, I'm going to take my hip measurement divided by 4. So I'll be adding extra 5 inches for it for ease. Extra 5 inches I'll be adding to my hip measurement divided by 4. So this totally depends on how big you want it to be. You can choose to add extra 6 or even 7 to 8 inches to it. Okay. So after you are done doing that to the hip line, you will come to the full length of the gown. Let's say, for example, this is the hemline stroke, the full length of the gown that I'm cutting. Then I'm going to measure how wide I want it to be. So for my case, I used 23 inches for the width of the hemline of the gown. So that was what I used. This totally depends on you. If you want it to be wider, you can use 25, 27, or even 30 inches for the width of the hemline. So you just place it on the fabric and you will mark it out. So obviously you guys, you know, I'm not going to be able to mark it because I'm making use of this pattern paper just to illustrate. So I'm just going to go ahead to connect the dots. So just connect it to meet the hip line like this. Then you're going to connect it all the way to the end of your pattern paper. Let's say this is the full length of the gown that I'm making. So guys, after connecting like that, go ahead and cut it out. So guys, that's how you are going to cut on your fabric when you are cutting. So this pattern paper was just for illustration. So I went ahead to cut on my fabric. You can see this is what I had after cutting on my fabric exactly how I illustrated it. You can see placing the pattern paper on it. You can see I have exactly the same thing. So the only difference is that my fabric is way longer than the pattern paper. You can see it is way longer than the pattern paper. And another thing I want to show you is that I told you that at the hemline of my fabric, I cut it to be as wide as 23 inches. You can see. So I have it to be 23 inches. I also went ahead to cut exactly the same thing for the lining pieces. So I cut 2 pieces of the actual fabric and also 2 pieces of the lining piece. So that was what I did. Okay. So this is what you're going to have, guys. Now, another thing I went ahead to cut out was these pieces that I'm going to be using for the strap and also to turn the neckline. You can see. So I just randomly cut out pieces just like this. So how wide it is, I just have it to be like 1.5 inch wide. So that is it, guys. Now it's time for me to sew. To do this, I'm just going to remove all the pins that I use in holding it down. Guys, this fabric was really difficult to cut. I don't know, working with silk fabric is always very difficult. So you can see after removing the pin, now you see I have the two actual fabric and the lining pieces. Now it's time for me to join the two actual fabrics together. So I'm just going to open up one piece on the table like this. You can see what I have now. Then I'm going to open the other piece on it. You can see I cut exactly the same thing because it does not have a zipper or anything. So it's exactly the same thing that I have 2 pieces of it. So you place the right sides together. Make sure that the right sides are facing each other. You're just going to take it to your sewing machine and you're going to join the sides. So just place the sides of your fabric together like this. Take it to your sewing machine and sew it down. Then after sewing it down like that, you will do the exact same thing to this other side. This is what I had after I was done joining the sides together as I demonstrated. You can see, and I joined this other side as well. And after I was done joining the two sides of the actual fabric, I did the exact same thing to the lining piece. You can see I also joined the sides of the lining piece together. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to sew the actual fabric and the lining piece together. To do that, I'm just going to place the lining piece inside of my actual fabric. I'm going to first of all flip the lining piece to the wrong side. This is the wrong side of my lining piece that you are seeing right now. Then I'm going to place it inside of my fabric just like this. You're going to arrange it in a way that it will align very well with your fabric. You can see what I'm doing, guys. So just arrange it in a way that it will align properly with your fabric. So this is the lining piece. So I'm just trying to spread it open inside of my fabric. Now I'm going to bring my pins. I'm going to be sewing the lining piece and the fabric together. So you just place the neckline together like this and you're going to pin it down. So after you are done pinning one part of the neckline, you also pin the other one together. So the neckline of the fabric and the neckline of the lining piece, you pin it together just like this. After pinning the two necklines, you're also going to pin the armholes together, guys. So just place the armhole together like this. Then go ahead and pin it down as well. When you get to this area where we join the sides, you're going to make sure that the joining of the actual fabric and the lining will match together, okay? So just place the joining area together and pin it down. So after pinning one of the armhole, you pin the other armhole as well. So place the side where we join it together. So place the two joining together, pin it down and pin the other sides as well. Now that I'm done pinning the fabric to the lining piece, just like you just saw, now the next thing I will do is I'm going to take it to the sewing machine to sew it. So first of all, I'll just take it to my sewing machine and I'm just going to sew it round just like that. So guys, after sewing as I demonstrated, this is what you're going to have it looking like. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to turn the neckline. So these pieces that I cut out earlier, So I went ahead to iron stay to the wrong side of the pieces to give it some weight. You know, this fabric is really very soft and it's very difficult to work with. So I just iron stay to the pieces. Now I'm going to be sewing the pieces to the neckline. So I'll just take one of the pieces. I'll be sewing it to the wrong side. Can you see? I will be sewing it to the back of my fabric. So just place it on the neckline and sew it down. Then after you are done sewing, you do the same thing to this other neck. This is what I had after I was done sewing it. Can you see what I have now? I'll just make notches on it, just the way you see me doing. So guys, after making notches on it like that, now you're going to take it back to the sewing machine. You're going to fold it on it just like this, and you're going to be top stitching it. Okay, so just fold it on it like this. Let me just pin it down for you guys to see. Fold it on it, make sure that it is covering the seam. Okay, then you're going to pin it down with your pin. So fold it together like this, make sure it covers the sewing that you made, and you're going to pin it down. So guys, after you're done pinning it down like that, you take it to your sewing machine and you're just going to sew it down. You did the same thing to this other one. This is what I had after I was done sewing it, guys. Can you see? You see how clean it came out, looking so perfect. Now I'm going to be doing the exact same thing to the armhole. Okay, I'm just going to sew my piece to the armhole. You'll be sewing it from the back as well. So first of all, you fold it in at this end like this before you place it on your fabric. Okay, and you're going to sew it all the way to the end. When you get to the end, you cut it and you fold it in again and finish your sewing. Then you now turn it to the back and do the same thing that I did to the neck. So guys, this is what I had after I was done, turning the armhole just exactly the same way I turn the neckline. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to attach the straps. I'm going to be putting straps that looks like bra rope. Okay, so this long one, I have it to be 22 inches long, and the smaller one, I have it to be 2 inches long. Okay, so I've already folded it in form of like a rope. Okay, and I also went ahead to bond the mount so that it will not be bringing out threads. I did the same thing to these other smaller pieces. Now I'm going to be making use of these pins that I have here. I got them from an old bra that I'm no longer using. I actually wanted to buy these things in market, but I didn't find where to buy. So I got these ones out of my former bra that I'm no longer using. So I'm just going to place my rope inside of it like this. Then I'll place it out of the other side just like this. Watch very carefully what I'm doing, guys. You can see when you place it on it like this, you're going to have it looking like this. Now I'm just going to take it to the sewing machine and we will stitch it down. So just stitch it down like that. This is what I had after I was done stitching. Okay, so you can see now I'm going to place another one through one of the holes. Then after placing it on it, now I will place it through this area where I sewed before. So just place it on it like this and place it out from the other side. So you can see I'm already having it looking like a bra rope. You can see it is adjustable. Okay, so this is it. Now this end here, I'm going to be placing this smaller rope through this other side of the hole. Okay, then after you are done placing it, you're going to have it looking like this. Okay, now it's time for me to fix it to my fabric. So this particular side here, I'm going to be fixing it to my fabric just like this. Can you see? I'll just pin it down for you guys to see. So just pin it down like this. You will take it to the sewing machine and you're going to stitch it. Then you will take this other side, you pin it to this other area of your fabric. So after you're done pinning like this, take it to your sewing machine and you're going to stitch it down. You can see it is already adjustable, guys. So just go ahead and stitch it here and here. Then you will do the exact same thing to this other row. So fix it and attach it to your fabric. This is what I had after I was done attaching the straps to my fabric. You can see what I have now. A situation whereby you don't have these pins to make your strap look like a bra rope like this, you can easily just fix your strap to your fabric just a normal strap just like that. So just measure your strap and fix it to your fabric just like that. So guys, another thing I went ahead to do was to hem the down part. You can see I hemmed it round, and this is what I have it to be looking like. This is it for the making of this beautiful Maxi gown that is perfect for the hot weather that we are in currently in Nigeria. Thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you all in my next video.